Super Movie Ninja! Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video of Super Movie Ninja! For some reason I'm not nailing down that high note right now. But, hey, you come here for movie reviews, not for weird high notes. So without that further ado, you may be thinking, what movies are you reviewing today? You also might be thinking, I probably shouldn't ask that question if I read the title. Still one of those two things, but I'm still gonna say it. I'm gonna review Haunted Mansion. So, Haunted Mansion, just to give you a really quick thing. One, it's not like any original story or anything. It's based off a Disney theme park attraction, so anyone who thinks that, please go to Disney World. Then, a lot of critics have been calling it a very forgettable movie. So I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, I bet I deserve saying this. And what's my saying this? These critics are absolutely right. This movie is very mid. It's not forgettable, but it's not unforgettable either. It's a very mid movie. It does not bring anything new to the table. So it doesn't bring like any new ideas. It feels very generic. It feels like a rehash of other things we've seen in the past. And it doesn't try to go out and be its own thing. It doesn't try to go out and be something special and memorable that the audience will like. But let me talk about some of the pros of this movie. The CGI is good. The ghost looks pretty good for, Disney. This is pretty good CGI. I wouldn't say Disney is the best at CGI normally, so this is pretty good. It is by the creators of Pirates of the Caribbean, so of course the CGI is rather good. Then, another pro is the acting's not that bad. When Danny DeVito is funny, Danny DeVito is funny. And Danny DeVito's always funny. You can never go wrong with Danny DeVito. Owen Wilson, he's being Owen Wilson. Then, the other people who I don't know about, they do surprisingly good for people I don't know about. And yeah, that's it. And overall, the movie, like I said, is mid. It's definitely a 6 out of 10. 5 is a bit harsh. It's a bit above average, I will say. Definitely see the Eddie Murphy version over this one. I'd say the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion movie is a stronger movie, and I like the Eddie Murphy version. I know people don't like the Eddie Murphy version, but it's actually funny if you look at it from an actual right angle. This one's definitely not as funny. And I mean that in the sense that it has some funny moments, but it doesn't have enough. This one is definitely a very different movie in that eye. So this one pushes away comedy, whereas the other one with Eddie Murphy pushed away scares. So this one pushes away comedy to bring more scares and thrills. So this one's more about the thrill, kind of like the theme, kind of like the thrill ride, that kind of thing. So it definitely tries to be more of a thrill movie than an actual comedy or anything. So, there is like one jump scare and stuff. I'm just saying this to give you an idea of how of it's a more thrilling thing in that aspect. Whereas the Eddie Murphy version definitely, has its jokes and stuff, and it's not ever actually scary. And this one, some of it can be genuinely pretty crazy. Like the Hatbox Ghost, pretty big war here that I don't think we really explored in the Eddie Murphy version. Which is pretty interesting whenever we bring new things to the table like that when it comes to war and that stuff. And it really adds to a movie story, but it really doesn't do all that much to make it seem awe-inducing, It does give you somewhat of a grin at the end, I noticed. Like, I had kind of a grin at the end because the ending was satisfying, and that is something always good to see in a movie when you have a satisfying ending. That doesn't leave you too much, okay, at least we didn't get a good at least we didn't get a bad ending, and at least we got somewhat of a solid ending. And I think, that definitely counts as something. But overall, it's more of a hit or miss movie, depending on what type of people are seeing this. If you're into someone who wants to, like, take your family, to, like, some type of spook festival that's still not as scary as Goosebumps, got that covered. So, back to actual movie review though. The plot is very generic. If you've already went to the Disney theme park ride, the plot is literally that. You're in a haunted mansion. Gotta get out of the haunted mansion. That's really all it is. Come into the haunted mansion, get out of the haunted mansion. So, yeah. And then, to that I say, ba 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 action. That's right. For some reason I have a category here that I want to talk about some of the action. Because you gotta admit that last final fight scene between the guy. I'm gonna look up this cast. There's a guy. He's the main guy too. I just don't know this guy's name. Why is this guy not under top cast? He's really the main star. Oh, there he is. He plays Ben Mathias. So, Ben, over here, he fights this ghost. That's a pretty cool final battle. Because it is very rare, like I said, that you see such a satisfying ending with such a satisfying final battle. Like, you do feel like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Like, once that Hatbox Ghost is defeated. Also, this is not a spoiler. Every good guy wins in the movie. So definitely something there. And the special effects are really good. I would say the special effects are good. Like the CGI, computer graphic imaging, is pretty overall well made. The ghosts look overall real and vibrant. Not like real, but still not Avatar level. Let's just say it's not Avatar level, but it's still good CGI. The ghosts are bright and vibrant, and you don't always see that much. So that is a step up, I'd say. But overall, it is a mid movie. Special effects also just to say something. There's a scene where like the house, like the mansion, the house mansion, whatever you want to call it, kind of turns on its sides, and turning on those sides is a very interesting way of incorporating an optical illusion, kind of like from a Doctor Strange movie. So, sorry to end it on such a note like this, but I have nothing else to say about the movie. Very generic stuff. So, would I recommend you see it? Like I said, really depends on what you want. But overall, I would say it brings what it sets out to do. So, if you like the whole concept, like I did like the concept because I like Eddie Murphy, I like the theme. Right? If you like that concept, I'd say go see it. You will have a fun time. And like I said though too, if you're not into that whole concept and you just want to go to a family movie, that's not something you're gonna enjoy. I'm sorry. But without further ado, oh by the way, before I say further ado, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notifications bell so you never miss a video. So, if that said, Super Movie Ninja is out!